Hello and welcome to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda. I'm Andy Lacombe off the bench today, filling in for Kev and with Coach Gibbons. And Coach, you've started league play, Patriot League play, 2-0 in the league after wins over Boston University and Navy. And, playing pretty good basketball right now. What's your assessment as you start the league?
Thanks, Andy, and good to have you pinch hitting for Kev, and Happy New Year to you and everyone out there. Great for another show. Happy with, going back to Christmas, I said I put up everyone's record in the league, non-conference record, and I erased it, and I said 0-0. Army may be 11-1 or whatever they are, but they're 0-0. We might be 3-8, whatever we are, 0-0. And I just tried to make that it was a tough non-conference schedule with the injuries, with some tough losses at Penn State, at BC, Pittsburgh, all games, we were right there. And I said, now this is a new season, girls. You got to believe it. You got 6 days to work at home and you're going to come back. And they came back focused and ready, and we've grinded out 2 good wins, and I talked about going 1-0 against BU and going 1-0 against Navy, and we did that. Now we want to go 1-0 against Colgate and so on. So to answer your question, yes, I'm pleased with the basketball we're playing. Without Raquel Scott, we've got to try to grind out wins and find a different way to win. She was averaging 24 points and 12.5 rebounds the 5 games she was healthy. So you're not going to make up for that in one kid. But I'm pleased.
Certainly, Raquel Scott, if I had a vote, would be a Patriot League Player of the Year. Of course, there's a good one down at Army as well, good player down at Army. But losing her, other kids have stepped up and been able to make some plays. How has the team, in your mind, responded now that it's official that Raquel Scott's not coming back?
Right, and I think once they found that out, they knew, I have to do my job a little better. No one's going to be Raquel, but Infinity knew that she had to score more, and she's done that. Molly Horrigan knew she had to rebound more, and she's done that. Amy Hasenhauer coming off the bench, has been because she was out for the first 10 games, has added, and I thought she's played very well against Navy. And so on and so forth. If everyone can just get 2 or 3 more points a game, now we'll make up for that, 20 or so that Raquel would give us. But I think it's important, Andy, that we talk about stepping up in your role, not trying to be Raquel, but step up in your role. That's what teams are about. And I'm pleased. It's early. There's a lot of basketball left. I'm pleased at how they've responded. And the other thing, I'm pleased at how Raquel has been a leader on the bench, and I keep using her in every pregame that we still need you in a different role, Raquel, and she's done a great job as a leader.
Her playing days are over at the College of the Holy Cross, but she's still very much an extra coach on the bench or a leader on the bench. What specifically has she brought in that role, and has that been a difficult transition for someone who's been such kind of a warrior on the court?
Yeah, and to answer your question, no, it really hasn't, because I think of her leadership. She's a special kid in that way. She's just, how they say leaders are born, they're really not made. She's a born leader. That kid's going to go places. The fact that she's already got a job with J.P. Morgan after her junior year, for 6 figures shows that she's got something, but she's going to go places, and we knew that recruiting her, she was thinking about law. She had met Clarence Thomas. She, was recruited by all the Ivy Leagues. But I guess my point is that she's a natural leader. So she's put that behind her. She's thankful for the 3 years plus that she had, but now my role on this team is to be there for my teammates as a leader, and she's been great. And we're leaning on her, and I think all her teammates are leaning on her.
Well, she's been great. Holy Cross, you've been winning games in her absence.
Right.
We'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show, presented by Lundgren Honda.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
At Unibank, there's never been a better time to enjoy mobile banking. starting with a great rate. You'll also enjoy how Unibank puts ease into e-checking with 24-hour access to your accounts. Check balances, transfer funds, make deposits, and pay bills from anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Learn more at unibank.com. Unibank. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Girton Graphics, Southbridge Street in downtown Worcester.
Mark Bernier is your Worcester area Edward Jones financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, college, or protecting your financial future, give Mark a call at 508-755-1213.
It all starts with a touch. The smallest thing that sets her heart in motion. The rhythm of love, the only jewelry powered by her heartbeat.
Visit us at the West Boylston DQ Chill and Grill on Route 12, right off of I-190 Exit 4. Visit us online at dqcakes.com. The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
All right, welcome back. Coach, recapping the last couple of games. We'll start with one back before Christmas. It was the Dartmouth game here at home. It was Kids Day, Get Fit with the Crusaders Day. And you blow it out in terms of the crowd. There are kids everywhere.
Over 3,000.
A record attendance, I think, for that day.
Yeah, it was.
That atmosphere is like I was absent for this year, so my head is okay. But I mean, your head rings for a couple of days after that because the kids are so into it.
Yeah, it was awesome. I introduced the team before, and then I had the men's team was playing that night. I got them over to introduce, and of course that's like the Celtics to these kids. And the best thing that anyone ever said was last year during it that this is better for Christmas than Christmas morning for a lot of these kids. They've just never been to a college, never been to a college basketball game, and our girls were great. We lost a tough one. Tip our hat to Dartmouth. The kid, Roland Lakin, had a great game, and we lost a close one, tough one. And our girls high-fived every kid that left, and I was out there with them, and it put things in perspective. It certainly put the loss in perspective, but it's something we're very proud of. We're going to continue here, and we want to still continue to get 3,000 in the Hart Center for that game. And our staff did a great job. Jeff Oliver did an awesome job, and our marketing people did a great job. Reggie and his crew running the point on it. It was a terrific day, and I'm very proud of that. Despite the loss, we'll get a win next year, hopefully.
You know, it's one thing, and I don't want to harp on the loss, but it's one thing that's always amazed me, whether the team has had an autograph day or a clinic day or something like that. After a win, it's one thing.
Right.
After a loss, you have to be gracious enough to come out and talk to all the kids.
Yeah.
That says something about the quality of caliber people you have.
Exactly. I have kids with character, and it's that's what Holy Cross is supposed to be about. You're supposed to be men and women for others, and that's something to preach. That there's going to be downs in life, but that doesn't mean you go bury your head in the sand. You got to be out there for people, and I'm very proud of my girls for that and the way they do that.
All right, well, we talked about stepping up in the absence of Raquel Scott. We moved to the BU game at Boston University, the Patriot League opener, and you get 13-9 from Molly Horgan, and you get a win over BU, who is struggling a little bit last couple of seasons, but it's a win in the Patriot League on the road to start your season. How big a deal is that?
I think that was huge, and I was more nervous for that than if I was playing a team that was undefeated. Andy, you're playing a winless team. It's that old thing. You hate to play a team that's winless that has some talent, and so I was very nervous. But the girls responded with a great defensive effort. You mentioned Molly stepping up and setting the tone. Infinity had a great game going home to Boston, and Katie Doherty, Lisa played well. Maddie Ganza played well, again, another home game for her, and Amy gave us good minutes off the bench. It was a team win. We got out of there with a good 20-point victory. to open up the Patriot League, and a lot of the girls were going out in Boston that night with their parents for dinner, and you know, the food tastes much better after a win. It was a real good one.
Yeah, Molly Horgan, 13 rebounds, 9 of those defensive rebounds. She's really, the last couple of games, and we'll talk a little bit more about the next game, really getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, in traffic too.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy, it's one thing to rebound the ball when there's no one around you, but we need Molly, like Raquel did, to rebound in traffic and rip the ball away and play a little meaner. I always kid about her that she's the best teammate in America, and she's like the nicest kid in America, but she's got to be a little meaner on the basketball court. So I've reminded her of that, and she's been rebounding like a mean girl. That could be a movie, I think.
I think it could be. A couple movies, maybe. Infinity Thomas Waheed, we've really seen a scoring touch the last couple of games now. 20 points in the BU game. And then as we move ahead to the Navy game, she gets a career-high 21.
Right.
I mean, and it seemed like she couldn't miss in the Navy game. So what are we seeing, what have you seen from her over the last couple of weeks?
Confidence, one word, confidence. And I can tell her, you know, we got confidence in you, but as you know, Andy, it's got to come from inside. So I've just seen, maybe it's Raquel being out, maybe it's the sophomore, you know, freshmen becoming sophomores, but she just seems to be shooting and playing with a lot more confidence. And she mentioned that in the post game the other day. So obviously we need her to score and be someone that can give us that 4 or 5 more points a game in Raquel's absence, and Infinity has stepped up and done that.
Certainly in the Navy game, getting the second win in the Patriot League. I thought it was a pretty complete win all the way through, and you know, they made some runs on you at the end, and you have someone else like Trisha Burns step up and score 10 points, it seems like, in a row, a couple of threes. But you had Trisha Burns with a career high, and you had Infinity with a career high, and you had 17 rebounds, I believe, from Molly Horgan,
which was a career high.
And so you had all kinds of different contributions coming in. If you can get 3 or 4 guys like that doing big things, you feel like you're in a pretty good spot.
No question about it. I mean, you talk about team wins, you talk about grinding, finding ways to grind it out, you know, a different way. But I think our staff has done a great job. Coach Mack had the BU scout, and we knew exactly what they were going to do and tried to take it away. Coach Powell had the Navy scout. We knew exactly what their personnel was and take it away. And that's how it's going to be, Andy, in every Patriot League game. They're going to know exactly what we're trying to do. We're going to know what they're trying to do and who's going to step up and make plays. And as you said, Trisha made big plays down the stretch. Infinity made big plays. And even defensively, you know, Molly got a couple big defensive rebounds in traffic. And Lisa got a big hoop out of an out-of-bounds play, a big 3 off our orange. And Katie Doherty is just steady, steady, steady. But we're playing 8 or 9 people now, and everyone's got to be ready to contribute.
All right, Coach, back with more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show in just a little bit. The Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
At Unibank, there's never been a better time to enjoy mobile banking, starting with a great rate. You'll also enjoy how Unibank puts ease into e-checking with 24-hour access to your accounts. Check balances, transfer funds, make deposits, and pay bills from anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Learn more at unibank.com. Unibank. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude.
The Bagel Inn, 785 Main Street, Route 122A in Holden. Open daily at 5:30 a.m.
New Tech Design is a proud supporter of Holy Cross Women's Basketball. Custom printing, embroidery, promotional items, and more. Visit us online at newtechdesignGroup.com.
Welcome to the Compass Tavern. At the Compass, we offer a delicious menu featuring the best American style and New England dishes made from scratch in our kitchen. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or special celebrations, the Compass Tavern is the place to go.
Before or after the Crusaders hit the court, come on down to Bentley Pub in Auburn, Route 12 near the junction of the Mass Pike. Visit us online at bentleypub.com.
City Trophy, conveniently located at 32 Auburn Street in Auburn. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by the Texas Roadhouse, Lincoln Plaza in Worcester. Call-ahead seating is available at 508-853-7266. The Boynton, 117 Highland Street in Worcester. Visit us online at boyntonrestaurant.com. And by Cafe Espresso, 395 Chandler Street in Worcester. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by O'Connor's Restaurant and Bar, 1160 West Boylston Street in Worcester. The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
All right, welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda. We're joined by the Director of Athletics here at the College of the Holy Cross, Nathan Pine. And Nate, first of all, anyone who comes up here to watch a women's basketball game or a men's basketball game or a hockey game sees the fences and the berms and everything around the Hart Center. There's a lot happening right now. Could you give us a little update about the Hart Center and the Athletic Center project?
Sure thing. It's an exciting time. As I've been talking with folks, we brought in some of the fencing and the heavy equipment in early December to start staging it. We've already started moving some of the ground. There'll be some of the low charge blasting and removing some of the ledge to make room for that indoor facility coming up here in January. So a lot of good stuff happening. We've been talking about this facility for a long time. We've certainly put the information out there about it. People are excited, but to actually see the dirt moving, the construction fence going up, and really the construction trailers coming on campus, it has really brought it home for folks that this is really moving forward. It's a 2-year construction project, so there's a lot of moving parts to it, but to be underway is an exciting time. It certainly helps with recruiting conversations. It has our student athletes and alums very excited.
This is something, you're coming up on 2 years now here, right, at the College of the Holy
right.
Cross. It had to be something you identified pretty early on that was a need, and I'm sure that was identified even beforehand, but this is a state-of-the-art facility that's coming in. What can people expect? And you know, when the coaches go out there and say, hey, we have this coming, sure. what are they telling the kids?
Well, you're exactly right. This project predated me by quite some time. When I arrived on campus, what we really started doing was tweaking the project, making sure that we had all of the elements as much as we could get into the building, knowing that it can't be everything to everyone, but we certainly want to address a lot of needs. It's a huge step forward for us from a facility standpoint, from developing our student athletes and the training that we're going to be able to do into it, for having locker rooms, team rooms, and office space for our program. So on a number of fronts, it's a huge step forward. So really it was tweaking to make sure we had the project right, and then to get out there and fundraise for it. So it's been a really incredible 24 months to come to where we are from where we started, still getting the project finalized to now where we are breaking ground and underway with the fundraising in place for it. So couldn't be more excited.
What differences, if any, will fans notice when they come to this building in 2 years from now?
Oh my goodness! I would actually encourage all of our fans interested in the project to go to our website, because we have a button on it that can do far better justice to it than I will explaining it. But from what it'll be a brand new face of the building. There'll be a lot more glass. There'll be some grand entryways. But really, what I'm probably most excited about is the strength and conditioning areas, the indoor practice space, what we're going to be able to do to a lot of those things to develop our student athletes and our teams, because that will be the major impact on our programs. There'll also be some cosmetic things to the arena and to the ice that our fans will benefit from, but really it's about the student athlete development. So there's so much going into the building that we could be here for hours talking about the different elements, but we have it pretty well outlined on our website. And for folks that are really interested in diving into the project, I encourage them to go to that and really take some time with it, because it's a pretty incredible project.
So that's happening, obviously, and guys like Bill Gibbons and Bill Carmody, they're going out and they're telling their guys, hey, listen, this is happening, and maybe Coach Gilmore and some of the soccer coaches, and you have a Belichick on the staff now as well. And how does that kind of draw in a student athlete? Well, that investment's being made.
I think it really helps round out the story. Everybody understands and knows the academic tradition that we have here at Holy Cross. We have really strong brand recognition and academics. And now really what this does is shows the investment on the athletic side too, that how much we care about our Division I program, the emphasis that we're putting into our facilities and our student athlete development. And so really it helps them go out and sell the entire picture of Holy Cross and really manifest it through a facility project to things that that are important to us and that we've been doing. But the facility, you know, it helps you with the pictures. It helps you to explain how you can bring a young man or a young woman to campus and develop them over their 4 years as an athlete, in addition to the academic pursuits that they're going to have the opportunity to go after.
And obviously the basketball teams and the hockey teams are front and center. Let's talk a little bit about the winter season right now and the basketball teams. And you know, the women's team playing well to start things off. The men's team playing well. They battled down in one of their early games to Navy. But you've got two teams that are trying to make a push here. And how important? Obviously, winning is important for the programs. But how much does Holy Cross put into winning?
Well, I think winning is really important. At the end of the day, that's the easiest way to measure the success of our athletic department. We're doing incredible things in the classroom. That's not always seen front and center, but when you open the sports page and you see the win-loss record, you know how our teams are doing. So it's important for us to be very competitive there. I was pleased with the way we closed out 2015. I thought our basketball teams and our hockey teams were playing really well. While we needed the break for exams and to give the kids a bit of a rest, it was tough because we really had some momentum going closing out 2015. We've come back here in this first season of 2016 and had a nice start. We got 3 of our 4 competitions this last weekend. So I'm happy to see some of that momentum carry through the break. And I think it's really important. It's what our fans identify with. It's the esprit de corps of our campus. Our students get more energized as our teams are playing better. And you know, on the men's side in basketball, we've got a new coaching staff, and so we're still starting to adjust to some of those changes. But I'll tell you, the team's playing really well, and we see moments where things are very exciting and headed exactly where we wanted to. On the women's side, we've had some setbacks with injuries, but some of the younger players now have an opportunity to step up and really take charge and put their stamp on this team. So that's exciting too. And in the hockey front, the men are playing really well. Had a great game down at the DCU Center where we beat Princeton, a strong ECAC team. And the women just went and won their tournament this last weekend too. So they've got some nice momentum going, and I'm pleased with where we're headed in the fall or in the winter season.
Nathan Pine, Director of Athletics, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your time. We're back with much more on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda. Visit us at the Commercial Fruit and Garden Outlet. Personalized fruit and gift baskets for the holidays or any occasion. 1050 Southbridge Street on the Worcester-Auburn line. Beautiful to look at, delicious to eat.
Jake's Wayback Burgers, Tobias Boland Way, right off of Route 146 in Worcester. Now accepting Holy Cross meal points.
The Fix Burger Bar. Handmade burgers, elixirs, and shakes for whatever ails you. 166 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Specializing in wicked awesome bone-in and boneless wings, the Wicked Wing Company, 321 West Boylston Street in Worcester, is your home for the best wings in Worcester. Check out our menu online at wickedwingco.com.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
After the game, come on down to Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden. Good food, good friends, good times. Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Chick-fil-A Westboro proudly supports the Crusaders women's basketball program. We would love the opportunity to serve you at our restaurant at 286 Turnpike Road, Westboro. Here's to a great season.
At Unibank, there's never been a better time to enjoy mobile banking, starting with a great rate. You'll also enjoy how Unibank puts ease into e-checking with 24-hour access to your accounts. Check balances, transfer funds, make deposits, and pay bills from anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Learn more at unibank.com. Unibank. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude.
At Uncle Sam's, we use only the best ingredients available. Our dough is made fresh daily in our kitchen. Our hand-tossed pizza has tomato and basil sauce with just the right amount of spices, topped with our special blend cheese. Our family pizzerias are in the heart of downtown and offer casual dining, pickup, delivery, and our guarantee of delicious food and great service. We look forward to serving you.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
All right, welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda with Coach to wrap things up. And Coach, you've got a couple of games before we see you again coming up, but certainly you go on the road for Bucknell, a team that's playing really well, and then we'll see Lafayette and Lehigh down the stretch. 2-0 in the league, it's a great place to be.
Yep.
How do you keep that momentum going?
Well, I think it's cliche, Andy, but one at a time. You know, we want to go 1-0 against Colgate. It's their grammar school day, and then we do come home for 2. So we got Bucknell at home Saturday, the 9th, at 1 o'clock, and then we have Lafayette on TV3, 193, on your dial. On the 13th, 7:05 game. Then we go on the road for a national TV game against Lehigh, one of our arch rivals, on the 17th. So 3 big ones, but I think all we're thinking about is Colgate, 12 noon tip-off now, and then we come home for Bucknell. But they'll all be tough. Every game, I'm telling you, even that BU game was a tough physical game. Everyone, regardless, you throw out the records in the Patriot League, it's going to be tooth and nail.
You've had kids on this team and teams past that have been like pre-med and chem majors. Right now, there's no school.
Right.
You're on break. And so how does that help you guys focus up for the next 4 games or so when you're not on break and you can just kind of focus on basketball?
That's a good, your compadre and
he loves that. He loves talking about no
basketball
school.
one-on-one. He loves talking about no school. I think at Bentley maybe he had no school all the time, but he loves the no school thing.
Yeah.
But no, it is important because there's no other studies to worry about. And the other thing that's helped us, our kids have been in the gym extra since they got back from Christmas break. And there's nothing like skill work and getting better for your confidence. So we're expecting them to be in the gym. After the Navy game, I wrote a list of what Molly needed to work on. She's been going over her left shoulder, her right shoulder a lot and finishing. But if I'm playing against them, they're going to say, take away that right shoulder. She's got to be able to finish this way. Maddie Ganza has missed a couple layups, running down the court full speed, just needs to slow herself down. So these are all things you can work on individually. So this is the time to do it now in this next 3 weeks that we still don't have school.
And then this is a pretty good stretch of measuring stick games of where you find out where you stack up. I mean, your team, this is a team that was predicted to finish at the top or near the top of the Patriot League, depending on who the voters were.
Right.
But now it's a little bit different team on paper than it was.
Yeah, no question. In Psychology 101, I've told the team that we were picked 9th now in the Patriot League without Raquel, and little white lies don't hurt every now and then, Andy. Just without Raquel, we are a different team, but we got to find ways to grind it out. And I think the girls have said, we got something to prove now. We can win without Raquel, and they've stepped up. But I think that's a good point about the basketball 101 and getting extra in the gym. And I just like the way we're focused and we're coming together right now. And let's go up to Colgate and try to grab one and go from there.
Coach, appreciate it. Thanks for welcoming me back to the show.
Good to have you back in. Out of the bullpen, and you had your fastball going today.
Appreciate
so thank you,
Coach. Thanks for joining us on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda.